welcome to the TCAT 10-minute take. We're back. It is I, your host, Sheree L. Stewart, and with me, as always, is my intrepid co-host, Don the Legend Chambers. And today we are taking a step in a new direction.
Yes.
And we are watching Riders of Justice on Amazon. This is a Danish film, it's a foreign film on Amazon. But before we get started, make sure you click that subscribe button and you click that bell to get all the 10-minute takes as soon as they drop.
Yes.
Now, I will start the timer on this one and go.
Boom. Riders of Justice, directed by Anders Thomas Jensen, starring Mads Mikkelsen. Right. I always feel like I'm just mispronouncing that name. Basically, just the story is a guy in the is it Danish or Swedish? It's Danish, right?
Yeah.
He's in the Danish army. His wife and daughter are at home. His wife and daughter get killed in this train accident. Just the wife does. He comes back to take care of the daughter, but then this other group of people, one of the gentlemen who was on the train, feels that it was not an accident and that they know who, I guess, planted the bomb on the train, which killed the wife. And now he goes on revenge against the group that he believes did it, who are called the Riders of Justice. Let me just say, overall as a movie, I will say I was engrossed in this from a standpoint of not necessarily because of the story. The story's pretty basic, of revenge, especially like a military guy who's got the skills, seeks revenge. I get that. And maybe it's just the way the Danish do movies, but boy, their characters, they're not really subtle. Like, their characters, when they tell them, I need you to play a guy who has been physically abused in his past, and to project that, they go 100 with it. And it's just like, wow. It will feel, I'm telling you, to us, some of the actors in there will feel over the top, maybe too much so. But I mean, I'm just saying, I'm guessing that's just maybe how Danish cinema is. It's just very big and bold. Although the funny thing is, Mads, his character, so the opposite. He's just all internal until there's a moment when it just comes out in a rage, which works because it's just a powerful, kind of a shocking scene. I'm not going to go into anything. I mean, again, it's not some deep, twisty thriller sort of a thing, but I think it's one you just got to watch and experience, like another country's cinema, how they do it. I mean, there's moments of brevity that all of a sudden gets into moments of like, what the hell, to just shocking violence. And it's like, okay. Mads Mikkelsen is awesome in this. To me, he's probably one of the most scariest men out there, because even just deadpan, I'm like, that motherfucker's crazy. I mean, he just gives that off. He is great in this role. Those other actors are absolutely freaking nuts in those characters. Sheree knows the scene I'm talking about. The scene in the field. I'm just like,
I was like, what's happening?
I was like, where did this come from? Holy cow.
Earlier, and I was like, oh, he was serious. That wasn't a joke.
No, it wasn't. I was like, oh, he's okay. The couple of action beats in here were actually, I thought were well done. I thought the daughter, who I'm not a fan of child actors. She's not a child. She's sort of playing a teenager. But see, she played a teenager with some issues and with issues with the father that was way more believable than I've seen in a lot of movies, because there was definitely like a push and pull, and it wasn't unreasonable. in what she was asking for, and she was trying to meet the dad in certain aspect. I mean, it was way better than I've seen other parent-child relationships portrayed in a lot of movies, which are, to me, they just seem so over the top ridiculous in what the characters are doing. This one was much better. And even it's hard to describe this movie. If I just do it on our scale, I would tell people it's probably better for you to see it on a matinee, because I think a lot of people might get turned off because they're just not used to this. Mm-hmm. So rather than pay, I would have had a problem paying full price and everything, because it was just like, whoa. I think most people maybe just see this as like in a matinee just to ease into it. If you have Amazon Prime, definitely pay for it. Give yourself some time and watch it, and just try to take it all in. That's also see it in its original sound, but with subtitles. Mm-hmm. Don't watch it subbed. Ms. Stewart will tell you, I have a feeling that the voice acting was probably subpar. See it original, read the subtitles, way better. If I had to give it a number scale, it'd probably be some, it'd be something between 7 and 8.
I know some people can't, and that's unfortunate, because the dubbing job of this is horrible.
Yeah.
And if you can't, then that's just unfortunate that's how it shaked out. It felt like they had one guy who was doing all the voices.
Oh God.
And it also felt like and I'm going to go back and watch it with the original, because one, I thought at least Mads Mikkelsen, because he speaks English, like he would do his own English dub, and it wasn't. And that was horrible. And it felt like one guy who was doing voices, and it felt like one lady who was doing voices.
Old female,
and I'm not convinced that the translation was right either. Like there were some things that were said that didn't feel right. And so I'm going to go back and watch it again, because it was definitely very interesting. I will say that. It was great, but it was interesting. I wasn't expecting Mads Mikkelsen's version of Taken, and it really was like a weird, almost black comedy, not black comedy, but lives in that neighborhood. Like black comedy is their next door neighbor. And an almost black comedy family drama about dealing with trauma.
Yes.
And how different people deal with or don't deal with trauma, or lets trauma define them. And then there were some really interesting things with chaos theory and game theory and predicting
that's right.
predicting events based on past behavior, and it was just really interesting, more interesting than I was expecting it to be, as far as what was going on, and the characters and them dealing with each other and them dealing with their individual trauma is way more important and way more interesting than the actual revenge plot, which I wasn't expecting. And that's all I can really say about that. Don't watch it dubbed if you can help it. It is, leaves much to be desired in the dubbing, which is unfortunate. And I don't think it's mixed correctly either. Like the music was and the audio, like it just was a bummer. I don't usually listen to the dubbed versions, but I was doing another task and I was hoping to multitask, and I had to stop what I was doing and focus so I could see the performances, like really see the performances, because the dubbing was atrocious. But the movie itself was arrestingly interesting. It is definitely worth a matinee. It's worth the pay Amazon price. It's It's whatever the Amazon price is. I think it's like $6, which is like a matinee ticket.
Yeah, easy. Well worth it.
Matinee. It's definitely worth it. But it is weird, and the American shorthand that we have for movies, it doesn't apply. Nothing you think is going to happen is the way things shake out in this, because it just, I mean, even at the end, like, nobody went to jail for nothing. Like, nothing that you know about the way movies are constructed really apply here. Like, it feels very foreign for a foreign film. It's a different sensibility. It's a different humor style. It's a different filmmaking style, but it's not to be, unappreciated. So,
yeah. And, in terms of appreciation, we'd appreciate it if everybody subscribed and hit that bell for notifications so you can get more of these reviews coming through right at you. Also, we've made it easier with our website, tcatnetwork.com. All the links to our 10-minute takes here on YouTube, as well as through a podcast through Apple, as well as the reading in Good Morning Antioch. All the links are there for you to make it easier, so make sure to bookmark that page as well. I know we'll definitely have some more coming up. I would like to do the Underground Railroad. I'm going to try to watch it again. I'm just saying, man, that slave drama.
I've been steering away from slave trauma. But if you want to, I'll watch it. I really want to see A Quiet Place, but I'm not ready to go back to theater just yet.
I know. I'm still sort of debating on that. So we'll see on that one. Yeah, I mean, I wanted to support Barry Jenkins. Again, back to the Underground Railroad, but from that first episode, girl, I mean, there is some stuff I'm just like, I don't know if I want to be angry all day,
Right.
It's just, oh, Lord.
Slave trauma is really, like, I haven't watched some of these, like,
I've never seen 12 Years a Slave, because I'm like, I don't want to be angry the whole movie. I like Brad Pitt. I don't want to be mad at him,
I think he swooped in and saved the day. Like,
even so, it wouldn't matter. I'd just be mad even so,
I never saw that one either, and it beats what it do.
Yeah, I mean, that Nat Turner movie by that what was his name? The recent one, or fairly recent, a couple years ago. What was the director that got in trouble? The black director.
Yeah.
What did he call it? Birth of a Nation?
He called it Birth of a Nation.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even see that because I'm like, oh, I don't know if I'm just ready to be mad. Some more slave trauma. Ugh. But
just always Nate Parker. I mean, yeah.
We'll think about it. We'll give it a shot. We'll see if we can do that. But definitely subscribe, hit the bell.
Underground, not Birth of a Nation.
Right. We'll see if we have whatever's coming out, especially now with the movie theaters. We'll see how we can navigate maybe seeing stuff that's exclusively in theaters, and we'll see what we can do. But again, subscribe, hit the bell for more stuff coming at you. So until next time, see ya.